Friends, in our lives, there are often times of difficulty when we have to make major decisions, and at that time, we don't know what impact those decisions will have on our lives, whether they will bring happiness or trouble. Sometimes, we are unable to understand what decision to make that will be appropriate. But a correct decision or choice can make our life joyful, while a wrong decision can turn our life into hell. Therefore, in today's video, Gautam Buddha explains why making the right decision is essential in life. It is the story of a Buddhist monk who lived in a small state long ago. He was renowned everywhere for his knowledge. He was a great scholar, and his knowledge was talked about in all the nearby states. People from far away would come to seek solutions to their problems from him. In the same village where the Buddhist monk resided, there lived an old woman who was all alone in the world. She had no one in this world. She had a small plot of land where she worked to arrange her meals for friends who were returning to their homes from a different village. Although they belonged to different villages, they had become friends due to working together. They had been working in another village for a year and were now returning home with their earnings. The four friends were carrying their earnings in separate pouches. All their earnings were kept in those pouches. One of the friends among them said, "Friends, if we keep our money separately like this, it could be stolen. Why don't we keep our money in one pouch so that we can all keep an eye on it, and our money will be safe? And when we reach our village, we can divide it among ourselves." The other three friends agreed to the suggestion of the youth, and they all pooled their money into one pouch and continued their journey towards their village. As they were walking, it was getting dark. They saw a house ahead. It was already night, and they needed a place to stay for the night. They approached the door of the house, and the old woman opened it. One of the friends folded his hands and said, "Mother, we are going to our village, but it is already night, and we cannot travel in such darkness. We request you to allow us to stay here for one night. We will leave in the morning." After much thought, the old woman said, "You all can stay here for tonight." The old woman cooked food for them and fed them until they were full. After that, the friends handed over the pouch of money to the old woman and said, "Mother, this pouch contains our earnings for the whole year. We have kept all our wealth in it so far, and now we are giving it to you because it will be safer with you than with us. We just want one thing. If any one of us comes to take it alone, do not give this pouch to them until all four of us come together." Handing over the pouch of money to the old woman, the four friends felt relieved that their wealth was now safe. They had food, and they fell asleep deeply. The next morning, when they woke up, they all began preparing for their onward journey. One of the friends was a bit of a rogue. He said to his friends, "Brothers, this old woman has taken care of us all night. She provided us with food, a comfortable bed to sleep on, and shelter from the cold. And we haven't done anything for her yet. She is working alone in the fields. Can't we help her before we leave? The rogue friend had already made a plan in his mind that he would somehow manage to stay back and get the pouch from the old woman. But the other three friends agreed to his suggestion, and they all went together to help the old woman, meaning they went to work in the fields. All of them were working together in the fields. After working for quite some time, the mischievous friend tells his other three friends, "Friends, I am feeling very thirsty. I will go ask that old woman for some water." The other friends were also quite tired by now and felt thirsty as well. So all three of them tell him to go ahead, and they ask him to bring water along. As soon as the mischievous friend reaches the old woman, he says, "Mother, we are leaving now. Please give us our bag of money." Upon which the woman says, "No. You said that until all four of you are together, I won't give this bag to anyone." Then the mischievous friend gestures towards those three friends, saying, "All right, let's ask the other three friends as well." When the other three friends see the gesture, they think that their friend wants them to fetch water. So they signal back indicating it's okay and ask him to bring it. The old woman then assumes that all four are leaving and handing over the bag to the mischievous friend. She returns. The mischievous friend takes the bag and leaves from the other way, while the remaining three friends continue working in the fields. After a while, when they return to the fields from their work, they ask the old woman, "Mother, our friend came to get water. Where did he go?" To this, the old woman says, "What? Did he come to drink water? But he was saying that we are all leaving. Please give us our bag of money." Astonished, the three friends say to the old woman, "Mother, when did we ask for the bag?" Then the old woman says, "But now he has already taken the bag." So the three friends begin to cry and say, "Mother, all our hard-earned money was in it, and he ran away with it alone." In this, it's clearly your fault. We entrusted you with that bag for safekeeping, and you handed it over to someone in such a way that he stole all our money. We won't tolerate this. We will go to the king and complain. The decision will be made by the king now. The three young men, angry, go to the court of the king and tell him all their problems. When the king attentively listens to the words of those three young men, he immediately orders the old woman to appear in the court. Upon the king's order, the soldiers promptly bring the old woman to the royal court, and the king, in the presence of the full court, declares her guilty and says, "You should not have given that bag to that lone person."